Welcome in my the chemical education video lecture series. This video is related to the experimental part. In this video, we are observing that the conductometric experiment. Conductometer has a number of applications. The first application is related to determination of the dissociation constant of the monovesic weak acid. The title of the experiment is Determination of Cell Constant of a given cell using 0.01 normal KCl solution and determine the dissociation constant of a given monovesic weak acid. Before to start this experiment, we should know some laws related to the first is Ohm's law, that is V equal to IR. Specific resistance, it is denoted by small r, and which is the proportionality constant of the equation, where small r is equal to capital R into bracket A upon L, where A is the cross section area and L is the length of the wire. In this experiment, we are taking the solution as a resistor, and with the help of this distance between the two electrodes, from that we can calculate the conductivity between the two electrodes through the solution. And from that one can find out how many number of ions are there. From that we can calculate how much it is dissociated. From that we can calculate the Ka value, that is a dissociation constant. Now we have to calculate first the specific conductivity, that is a rho value. This is 1 upon specific resistance. From that we can calculate the equivalent conductivity, and from the equivalent conductivity one can calculate easily the degree of dissociation, that is how much ions are formed or how much monovesic acid get dissociate into the water. From the degree of dissociation we can calculate with the help of Ostwald dilution law the dissociation constant. Now at the beginning of the experiment, we required the 0.01 normal KCl to determine the cell constant of the cell. Then we required the given acid, monovesic weak acid. Suppose in this experiment we are taking the acetic acid, the 0.1 normal acetic acid, and we require the conductometer. With this conductometer, this is the conductivity cell, this is the beaker, magnetic needle, and magnetic stirrer. With this some glass apparatus. Now in the procedure part, the first part is the standardization of conductometer. Now in the standardization of conductometer, what happened? We have to start the experiment, or we have to start the instrument before 15 minutes than the measurements, and therefore to warm up period should be given to the conductometer, because temperature is most important factor. Now when we are starting this and turn knob on the standard, then it is observed that the value is 1.001, and the light blown here on the milli, that is m, at m. If it is blown at mu, that is a micro, 10 raised to minus 6 unit is there, and this is the 10 raised to minus 3 unit. Now 1.001 into 10 raised to minus 3 moles. If this value is not given as this value by the instrument, then we have to turn this, or we have to rotate the knob, and we have to make this, and then if the value is there, then the conductometer is standardized. In this way, the first part is standardization of conductometer. Once the conductometer is standardized, then this knob on the standard, it turns on the cell, and then the cell can be started. Okay. The next procedure, part 2, is related to determination of cell constant. Now for determination of cell constant, in the beaker we have to take the KCl solution, and this KCl solution sufficient amount to dip the cell. Now after dipping this cell, then we have to stir this solution with the help of magnetic stirrer, and then we observe that there is a reading of 1.560 into 10 raised to minus 3 moles. Now this is the conductance of the KCl solution. From this value, we can calculate the cell constant. With the help of this formula, cell constant equal to the specific conductivity divided by observed conductivity. Now, specific conductivity for the this solution is related to the temperature. At a fixed temperature, the specific conductivity has a fixed value, and therefore at 25 degrees Celsius, we are taking the value 0.001412 divided by the observed conductivity, that is observed conductance for the KCl solution. After this calculation, we observed that the cell constant for this cell, it is a 0.9051. Mostly on the conductivity cell, this cell constant is written. Okay. Then the third part of the procedure, that is the preparation of the acetic acid solution. Now we know that the for determination of dissociation constant, we require the variety of the dilutions. If it is a constant, then we can say that this law is obeyed, and therefore we have to prepare the 4 solutions. That is a 0.1 normal acetic acid, 0.05 normal, 0.025 and 0.012. That is a dilution by the 50% in each. Once you prepare this solution, then we have to measure the conductance for this solution. Once you standardize this instrument, then there is no change in the knob, this or temperature knob. Just only we have to see dip this conductivity cell into the solution, and then we have to measure the conductance. Now, when you take the first solution, that is 0.1 normal solution into the beaker, and after stirring, then we have to measure the conductance. Directly it gives the 0.533 milli, that is 10 raised to minus 3. If this light is blown, that is at the mu level, then it is a whatever the reading is there into 10 raised to minus 6. Now this is the 0.533 into 10 raised to minus 3. Sometimes the same reading is given as a 533.0, but the knob will be in the 10 raised to minus 6. Okay, then the readings are same. Similarly, after measurement of the first solution, the conductance of the first solution, then remove this solution, wash it carefully, and then wash the electrode or conductivity cell, and then replace the solution 0.05 molar solution. And then it is observed that the conductivity value for the all solutions, for example, for the fourth solution, the dilute solution, it gives the light glows on the micro, that is 10 raised to minus 6. Now 195.0 into 10 raised to minus 6 can be converted into the 0.195 into 10 raised to minus 3. In this way, we are measuring the conductance for each solution. Next part of this is to calculate the values of the specific conductivity, that is a rho value, then equivalent conductance, then degree of dissociation, and finally the Ka, that is dissociation constant for each solution. Now first we have to calculate the rho value with the help of the specific conductivity, rho equal to cell constant into observed conductance. The cell constant value is taken from the KCl solution, that whatever we may calculate the cell constant, substitute here, and the observed conductance in the moles, we have to substitute here and calculate the specific conductivity for the each solution. After that, from this specific conductivity, we have to calculate the equivalent conductivity. Equivalent conductivity is equal to the rho into V, where the volume we have to take into ml. These volumes are in the liter, and this value we have to take as a 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 ml, and then we have to multiply this rho into this volume. This is the equivalent conductivity. Once you calculate the equivalent conductivity, then we have to calculate the degree of dissociation with the help of this formula. Degree of dissociation alpha equal to the lambda V upon lambda infinity. Lambda V is related to the equivalent conductance, and lambda infinity, that is after infinity dilution, what is the equivalent conductivity is related. And therefore, for this system, for the acetic acid at this temperature, we observe that this is the standard value of the equivalent conductance at infinite dilution. After substituting the value of this, we can calculate the degree of dissociation for each solution. And from that value of alpha, we can calculate the dissociation constant of the each equation. Now, after calculating the dissociation constant for the each solution or each diluted solution, From that, we can conclude the experiment. Now, dissociation constant determination is this application we are using this experiment, and therefore in the result we have to write the cell constant of the given cell is 0.9051 and dissociation constant for the given acid. The average value of Ka we have to write here. If it is observed that the all value of the Ka are nearly same, and therefore in the conclusion we can write the dissociation constant is fairly constant irrespective of the dilution, and hence the given weak acid obeys the Ostwald dilution law. Okay, now this is the first experiment related to the conductometry. Thank you. If you like this video, then you can subscribe it, and you can take the you can see the number of videos related to the chemistry. Thank you.